Hey guys, what is up? In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to install and use Rufus so that you could burn ISO files to your USBs. Let's get started. Okay guys, so let's start up this video by going to our browser and installing Rufus. You're going to want to search rufus.ie, not rufus.org. Make sure you don't make that mistake, okay? And then we're going to get this website here, and we'll have some ads. And it's just going to say, create bootable USB drives the easy way. So Rufus is used for burning operating system ISO files onto USBs. So if you were, say, you want to reinstall the OS on Rufus, but you can't boot to the main hard drive, you would use the USB to boot to it, and you could reinstall the OS. So to actually burn something like this, you're gonna actually have to have the operating system's ISO file, right? But after you have the ISO file, you could just start by downloading Rufus. It's the biggest link here. And you're gonna get this pop-up. The cool thing about Rufus is that you do not have to install any software, anything. It's just like something you download. This is the main page. You don't need, there's no setup. There's nothing you should add to registry, because it won't, right? The only reason it asks for admin privileges is because it's actually going to be changing something that's connected to the computer device. And Windows, Microsoft protects the devices and needs permissions. It's like running disk part on command prompt without admin permissions. That's not possible. You have to have privileges. But it's going to tell us device none because I didn't insert my USB yet. Let's insert it. And there we go. We have our pop-up. File Explorer just popped up on my other monitor. And you can see, I even labeled this before on OS, but yeah. And then here, you're going to want to choose a ISO file. I'm just going to select one. Okay, so I have selected the ISO file, and we have some extra settings here, like persistent partition size. Just leave this to like that, no persistence. Partition scheme, I'd recommend leaving it to MBR. Target system, you can't change this here. Volume label, so you could change this to whatever you want. And like whatever name you want, something that you will remember. I'm just gonna leave it at Ubuntu 20.04 LTS. That's how I'm gonna label it. And then very important, guys, file system should be NFTS, also known as New Technology File System. Please, it's better quality like that. Yeah, so you have some other advanced format options. How will you format? You could do a quick format or a long format. If you're in a hurry, just select quick format. It's self-explanatory. Create extended label and icon files. No, it's just gonna show a USB file. Actually, you know what? Why not? I'll show you guys. And then check device for bad blocks. If you're worried there's something wrong with the device, check it. And you can change the amount of passes it does too for checks. You know, let's check it, why not? And after it's all done, it's gonna say ready, and you're gonna want to click start. Now so new version, so you might get this error that this image uses syslinux, but this application only includes the installation files for syslinux 0.4. Yeah. So sometimes you might get this error, and if you do, just click yes, and it's gonna download syslinux, and you're gonna want to do it. Wait, it's an ISO hybrid image. You might also get this pop-up. I'm just gonna read it. Yeah, so it recommends to do the ISO image mode, but if you do have any errors during boot, you would want to reformat the drive in DD image mode. But we're gonna keep it at ISO image mode, right? And finally, we get the main pop-up that all data on device, the USB, 16 gigs, will be destroyed. So if you have anything important on your drive, back it up now before you click OK. Once it starts formatting, it will unmount the USB drive. It will be inaccessible until it is complete formatting and adding the ISO file. So really, guys, be careful of this. If you don't know what you're doing, back up your files always. I double checked everything on drive. I said I don't need this anyway. So we're just gonna click OK. And deleting partitions here. Okay guys, so I have actually canceled it because that check thing is taking way too long. So we're just gonna uncheck this and reformat it, right? It actually is due to the fact that all the partitions were clean. It is just now without a label. So really guys, steer clear from this. Okay, so only do the lesson learned, only do the bad blocks check if you are actually going to be using this for something important, right? Now we're just gonna hide this. And also I realized this about the check, there was also this. So you could list USB hard drive. So sometimes if you have a portable hard drive, you would be able to access it by USBs. And then you could add fixes for old BIOSes, extra partitions line, etc., etc. So you can check those to your liking, but we're just gonna restart it. And again, it's gonna ask you right in ISO mode, and it's gonna say all data on device will be destroyed. Like before, same thing. And now it is finalizing. Okay guys, so it is finally complete. Probably for you guys it's gonna be, I would say 15 seconds. For me it was 7 minutes and 47 seconds, as you can see there. So once it is complete, it is gonna say ready. And actually during the installation it did during the installation, it did actually ask for gosh, what is wrong with me? It did actually pop up a file explorer page, and now we have our USB fully complete with our Ubuntu. Now, if you guys don't know, it actually used syslinux as the bootloader for this. So yeah. And now, what you could do with this flash drive is you could boot it to any computer, and it should boot, right? And if you sell the settings correctly, yeah, it should boot, and you can install the operating system onto a computer. Sometimes, if your computer is crashing or something fatal is wrong with this operating system, the only option could be to reinstall the OS. So this is why Rufus is useful. Also, people that are making operating systems would also use this, test out their operating systems and actually test it on real computers. So I'm gonna call it, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. with the bell notifications icon. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time, and stay tuned for more videos.